Hello friends, welcome back once again to TNT, where today you find me in the greenhouse. Now it's late December and I'm still about 3 months away from starting my little seedlings and getting them started for the gardening season next year. But I wanted to come in here because it was a warm day and get some preparation done. And once I got in here, and because we're in the process of doing a garden expansion, I decided it's time for me to double my seed starting production capability. So here's the setup that I had for last year, and it worked pretty well for my first year with it. But we've got a bank of 8 LED grow lights, so those are 4 feet long, and we've got a 4-foot heat mat under our seed trays. So we could do 4 feet by 2 feet of seed starts. And that worked pretty good, as I said last year, but I want to double this. So I am going to go to 8 feet of grow lights, and I ordered another heat mat so I can go to 8 feet of heat mats and double our seed production capabilities. So to start with, what I'm going to do is take down these old lights and the rickety frame, which worked, and build a new frame capable of supporting 8 sets of lights. Be a good time for me to wash these bulbs as well. Alright, we've taken down our LED lights. Let's take them in the barn and build an 8-foot frame. Well, we managed to get in the barn just in time as it's starting to rain outside, but we managed to cobble together an 8-foot frame using some used 2x4s and other lumber. What I am doing now is putting in the cross members, and that gives me a spot to mount the ends of each of the sets of the LED lights. So once that is done, we will install the 4 sets of LED lights that I have. And when the 4 new sets arrive later this week, we will add them to the other end. So we're still waiting on the additional sets of grow lights to show up. They should be showing up here in 2 days. You'll see that no doubt in the next clip, but my heat mat, my additional heat mat did show up. Got that on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description below if you want to find one, but it's a 48 by essentially 21-inch heat mat. Here's the original one I had from last year, and I just put them on a piece of hard 1/2-inch foam just to radiate that heat back up into the plants versus going down through the planting table there. So let's go ahead, get the second heat mat installed and ready to go, and then when my lights show up, I'll show you the finished 8-foot light panel. So it is pretty chilly out here today. It's below freezing, but I got the little heater on in the greenhouse. Had it on for a few minutes, and it's already starting to warm up quite nicely. Here is our heat mat with thermostat. Take a little time with some trays on it to flatten it out. Otherwise, it's good to go. I can get a couple weights on here. There. Now the next thing we need to do is hook up our thermostat, plug that in, plug our heat mat into the thermostat, and we should be good to go. Well, that was easy enough to set up, but now you can see we've got 8 feet of continuous seedling tray heating mats, and I now have 2 thermostats. They're a little bit different from each other, but not too much, just the position of the buttons. Just checking them out, make sure they work, then I'll unplug them until I'm ready to use them. But the next thing we're going to do is hang our grow lights from the rafters. So we're back out here at the greenhouse once again, and my lights have finally come in. But over the course of the week and a half that I was waiting for my lights from Amazon, I thought, what can I do to make my greenhouse a little bit more efficient when I'm trying to keep it warm this spring when doing my seed starters? So one of the things that I did is I went up in the attic in the barn and found some leftover rock wool insulation. And what I did is everywhere there's a wall and no window, I insulated. So if you look behind these planting stations, you can see I filled those with rock wool. I filled the gaps between the 2x4s. But at the end of the day, I think that will help a little bit. But most of my heat is just going to go up and out the ridge vent. So I think today what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some plastic from side to side and end to end underneath the rafters to make like a false ceiling. And hopefully that'll trap some of the heat down here where we need it and keep it from going out the ridge vents. But that should be a fun solo job. All right, we've got the plastic up from end to end and side to side, and that was a bit of a chore all by myself. But what I did is I stapled it up there. What I'm thinking is we'll probably get some condensation on there as well, so I may have to put some drain holes. I don't know yet, and it's probably all just in my mind, but psychologically I feel like it's getting a lot warmer in here already. We've got all this snow going on outside. Inside, sitting at 60 degrees. Now that is due in no small part to my little heater I got going. So there's our new 8-foot light fixture. You can see it flickering away in the camera because it's LED. I'm still here in the barn, but I'm going to now drag this out to the greenhouse and we're going to go ahead and install it. There. All we gotta do now is hook it up to our chains, raise it up, try it out. And there we go. All plugged into the timer. We now have doubled our seed starting capacity with the addition of that second mat and the addition of 4 more pairs of LED lights to make an 8-foot light bank. All set up to timers and thermostats. We're all set to go. All we need now is a little bit warmer weather. All right, friends, that's going to do it for another episode of Try New Things, where today we're trying to prepare to double our seed starting capacity here inside of our little greenhouse. We've done a little bit more than we planned at the beginning. We went ahead and used some rock wool to insulate the walls and the cracks where there's no windows. We added a sheet of continuous plastic on the rafters, trying to hold the heat down. But we also did exactly as planned, and that is add the second heat mat and double the size of our grow lights. But anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this episode of Try New Things. If you want to see how the seedlings turn out this spring, stay tuned, hit subscribe, give us a thumbs up. Check back in a couple weeks, and we may be getting ready to plant those seeds. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. So now we're going to take a quick break to thank this week's sponsor. And this week's sponsor, like every week's sponsor, is me, Chris Gladstone with TNT Try New Things, where I have started a new website link Partnering with Buy Me a Coffee is an opportunity for you to check out some of the items I have for sale that you have probably watched the videos on me making. It's also an opportunity to sponsor the channel directly, either through buying me a coffee, or if you're feeling particularly generous, signing up for an annual membership. With that, I'm going to go back to the video.